Live yet?
Welcome! This is part 5 of the Park Dean Look Back, and a nostalgic sort of remembrance of Park Dean in the early 90s up until I think 1997 when we left. In this chapter, we're going to look at it's kind of a continuation from the previous chapter, where now we're going to remember teachers, and we're going to have a little humorous look back on how what influence they had on us, and how, if we liked them or disliked them. So without further ado, I'll pass you on to the main man, who's still wearing the same t-shirt.
Well,
every interview, I think he's worn it bar one.
I'm trying to make it popular.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid to promote the t-shirt.
Yeah, if you want to buy it, you can buy it from Dhaka International Airport in Bangladesh. Yeah, anyway.
Go on.
Yeah, so please give me the first person.
She's a MILF, by the way.
Pardon?
She's a MILF.
We're live here.
Okay, well, sorry. Right, so yeah. Let's start from the beginning, yeah?
Chronological from when we first started school.
Do you remember Mrs. Kwambi?
Yeah, Mrs. Kwambi.
And Mrs. Burrell.
Yep.
What a pair of good teachers they were. They weren't good teachers. Mrs. Burrell was a good teacher, but Mrs. Kwambi, I think she was always full of life. She was always singing, I don't know what for. I remember once when she made us sing in front of all the people in the assembly. To remember Hans Christian Andersen. Do you remember that Hans Christian Andersen?
Yeah.
The ugly duckling. What embarrassing moment of my life that is.
So who's that? Mrs. Kwambi?
Kwambi, yeah. Kwambi, yeah.
Mrs. Kwambi.
She I think she was around 95 years old.
Well, if I just, for the viewer's sake, this was in 1990. We'd just come to Park Dean. We had a teacher called Mrs. Kwambi. She was an eccentric, old-ish lady. She was a
I don't know why she was in that school for.
Well, do we know why anybody was at that school? Anyway, back to
that's a different story going.
But yeah, she was very. The piano was a forte, and I think she was very professional at that. But other than that, we are struggling to think why she was our form teacher. But she was a pleasant lady. I mean, she
didn't know harm to anybody. She was only old, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
I think she was a pensioner.
Pensioner, right?
But she came back after retirement to teach us how we're so privileged.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Kwambi, if you're listening.
Oh yeah, she's like 21 years later. Right, Mrs. What's she called?
Burrell.
Oh
man, we've had some good time with her. I mean, I remember once when she called you doing something that you shouldn't have done.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, man, yeah, we don't stop it.
No, I don't.
You were demonstrating.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we cannot deny it, but.
Anyway, let's.
Is that chicken there?
Yeah,
what is chicken there?
Hang on, I'll just pan round. It's in the chicken.
What is chicken doing? That's a dog.
No, it's a chicken.
Why is that chicken there?
Because the free range, the woman just lets them run around. Anyway, back to the point.
Go on. Why we see it all now, innit, in Shaw?
We've seen it all in Shaw.
Chicken, flaming, MILFs. And that different story. Go ahead.
No, you're becoming slightly obsessive. Anyway, back to the case in point. Now, Mr. Holloway.
Holloway, yes.
Kevin Holloway next.
Well, Kevin Holloway, he was a character. He must be the only vain person I've ever seen in my life. I mean, one of the most vain person. He always used to walk out with his, not that I like men with asses, but he always used to walk around with the backside out.
And he was
and chest out.
Chest out, and he was always tensed up like he was in the middle of a bodybuilding session.
Yeah.
And, do you remember the most famous words he ever spoke to us? I think we were having a bit of I think one of the students in the class were going through a bullying period, and they were fighting other people. And do you remember what the famous words that Mr. Holloway said?
Yeah, let me think. There's always someone stronger than bigger than you.
Yep, he said, no matter how tough you are, there's always somebody out there stronger and bigger than you are. And with them words have stuck with Shibboleth me ever since.
Not with me, I'm not scared of anybody, by the way. Them words are not for me.
Right.
Right.
That's a novel. That's a.
Right, go on, let's move on now.
What
What about Miss Connolly? Shall we talk about Miss Connolly?
Mrs. Connolly? Yeah.
I once called her Miss Condom by accident. She said, I've been called new name, but never that.
I'm sure it was contrived.
It was unintentional.
Was it by accident? Was it?
Yeah, I was thinking that and it came out.
Yeah, I can imagine you were thinking it. Anyway, yeah, Mrs. Connolly, for me, one of the cornerstones, one of the institutes of the school. She was I think she was like a classroom assistant.
Yeah, but she was okay. She was very good at it.
Very good. That's what I'm saying. She knew.
She cared for everybody.
She had a rapport with the students, and she's always there if you needed to talk about anything. And she was very good, very professional at her job.
She was very caring as well.
Yeah, I would put her.
So if you're watching Miss Connolly, well done, well done.
I would put her in the top 5 of all-time best teachers.
Now moving on. Do you remember Mrs. Richardson?
No, Mrs. Rich.
Mrs. Rich, that's it. Well, what?
She was a religious stroke music teacher.
Yeah, I thought you compared to a nun.
Well, Mrs. Rich, I mean, this is my little bugbear with her. I liked her, quite charming, but because she was highly religious, her religious beliefs really shouldn't have been forced on anybody else.
But I think
What?
No, even though she was a good teacher, she started caring for
She was a
people.
good music teacher, but there were times when me and Russell and James were in the 6th form, and after dinner, if you like, religiously, we'd go in the hall. We'd go in the hall and we'd have to listen to some religious story. Now, but I didn't go there to be indoctrinated to. I want to go to them lessons on my free will.
Yeah, but in fairness, right? Yeah, I was then when we were.
How old?
Yeah.
I was 17 then. Like. So what are you on about? So what I'm saying is Russell kind of knew, and James, they knew what they wanted to believe, and they didn't want it to be religiously.
Is that Tony Jones?
No.
That's Tony Jones, honestly.
Oh, it's excited. It's Tony Jones.
Let's go and kill him, by the way.
Yeah, Tony Jones lives close. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, let's just
Mrs. Rich.
sum her up.
Let's move up.
Sum it up. She was a nice person. I didn't really like her religious views, but that's my problem.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Strange.
Yeah, Miss Strange and Mrs. What's going on? Cullen, whoever called.
Who?
Mrs. Cullen. Yeah.
Cullen.
Yeah, that's the Cullen. She was a blonde lady.
Yeah, Mrs. Strange. I mean,
Mrs. Strange was very. I mean, like they say.
Strange by name, strange by nature.
Yeah, she was very strange, honestly. Yeah, I don't know why she was, but she used to teach us French, but we never learned anything. So bye to her. Yeah, it was we learned. It was Mr. Dance.
Mr. Dance, the maths teacher.
Oh my God!
I think I was.
He was not. He claimed to be a specialist in maths.
He was.
But I doubt it.
He was.
I mean, to be honest, we didn't learn anything.
You didn't learn anything. I learned how to add up and take away that.
Oh, what 1 and 1, 2 and 2.
No, I learned the more complex mathematics. He was the quintessential aspect of our learning curve. He was a great man.
I must admit. I mean, you probably learned something, but I probably learned something as well.
Now, Mr. Dance, we all know from he had a briefcase, and he used to open.
No. What was in the briefcase now?
Lynx. He used to have Lynx deodorant. But he had a tub of coffee.
And paper towels.
Paper towels.
Why did you have that?
Well, only Mr. Dance.
A math specialist driving a Saab, brand new Saab, working in a good school.
Before he was a maths teacher, he worked in sales, and he was very, very good at it.
Well, I told him. Well, before I went to Pakistan, I was a millionaire.
No, I don't believe that. But
yeah, I don't believe what Mr. Dan said as well.
no, you can believe it, because it's a fact, Mr. Mir. He was a very accomplished salesperson.
All right. Go on then. Let's move on. Miss Holt.
Mrs. Holt, I think she was more of a substitute teacher. She taught sort of English. I think she was actually a nursery nurse teacher, but she came in.
Why? I mean, this just makes me angry. Why did we waste our GCSE years with her? I mean, no offense to Miss Holt, but you taught nothing, and I must be honest with you. Give credit to where it's due, but you didn't do nothing. I don't know why we spent about 6 months of our life with you. When they left me on.
Silence befalls other. Well, my opinion is it's not her fault, because she was just brought in to do the job that she was told to do.
What about Catherine Toombs?
Yeah, Miss Toombs.
Miss Toombs, yeah.
Great IT teacher. She knew her stuff.
Not really, no.
Well, all right. That's your. You come from an IT background, so that's your sort of professional opinion.
No, but
I think
in fairness, she did teach us something, but not as we were at the level of taking it beyond the basic IT point, yeah. She did not teach him much.
Well, no, but the thing is.
I mean.
The thing is, when you're teaching disabled.
People. Yeah, go on.
The thing is, I know a lot of teachers in that school would have had a classroom structure, sort of timetable, what do they call it?
Lesson plan.
A lesson plan. But because there were so many different people in the class who had so many different abilities at different levels, there was no real sort of structure which there could have been.
Listen, man, I'll talk later in the chapter, but there were some teachers that were. Hello? Hello? Yeah, Balani. Pause it.
Pause it.
Okay, I'm not money about that. I'm interviewing. Okay, bye. Oh.
Bit of Urdu for you there, that.
Forget that, I'm a busy man.
Anyway, right, we'll continue.
We're talking about Miss Toombs, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was a good teacher, but she was very young for it. She was hardly older than us. So I don't know how she got that job anyway.
But like I was saying, a lot of the teachers, my opinion is, a lot of the teachers were qualified.
Well, qualified just to do nothing but to sit down and drink coffee and that's.
I can't agree with that. Yeah. You know.
I think the most thing.
But the thing is, I respect Shiblu's decision because he speaks his mind. But my opinion is, the teachers that were there, they were only teaching to what they were told to teach, and they knew that certain students only had limited abilities. So.
But that's why only lesson plans were applied to our group, not to anybody else. They put it together in one group.
I mean, I do have quite a lot of annoyance.
Oh, forget that now. Let's move on. Let's go to time.
Yeah, but this is what it were about.
Go on. I was stopping. Right. Now, Miss Paley. She was a geography teacher, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Now she did not give a damn about anybody. She would make you work, and
she was very, very good disciplinarian. If you didn't behave, she would shout, and if you were out of the class, if you were 5 minutes late, you'd get a rollicking from her.
But one thing that I didn't quite understand, is that there was a photocopy machine there, right? Yeah. Why did she make us write out about 56 pages at a time?
Oh, that is a point, yeah. But we'll just have to come back because it was about to run out of this. We're back in 2 minutes. Thank you.